Hi. This is like the millionth time I've tried playing this game, but I've finally found a path, like a route that I want to take in the game that I find enjoyable. It's just I didn't realize it's one of those like secret routes, and I didn't know as soon as it started that it would keep going. I thought it'd be like oh, it happens every now and then, and I ended up getting like a little too like click happy, and I'd click through it without realizing like, oh, this is part of the route that I'm on, and not just me trying to skip through this so I can get to the part that I want, you know what I mean? So we're gonna try this again for the millionth time. Right, we have to do a full game for it. I'm gonna skip all this because it's pretty much the same as Monster Prom, only it's a meteor shower instead of a prom. So we're gonna pack randomly because I don't know what the significance of each items are. Okay. Alright, so it's campfire time. We're gonna talk to Mothman. Ah, hello, Blue. Yes, sit. Whatever. I apologize. I'm in a bit of a mood today. Nothing seems to cheer me up. Aw, that's too bad. Would a little gossip be enough to lift the moss's spirits? Well, perhaps. Only if there's something really, really good gossip. Damn, really good gossip is a bit of a tall order, but hopefully you can rise to the challenge. Let's do Nickelodeon trivia, and an everlasting ring pop. We'll do Mothman. And it's two ends. It's important to have two ends, because the first time I did it, it didn't do it. Wow, that was incredible gossip, Blue. My mood is now so much happier. I can't wait to tell everyone whose spirits need uplifting. Thank you for everything. Your friends are all craving some wild and juicy gossip. You're here to deliver. Your rumor is spread around the camp in record time.
The weirdest thing.
Hey, has anyone told you about the deeds on Blue yet? So, you may have noticed how Blue usually is walking around with the everlasting ring pop on a chain tucked into her shirt. I've always thought it was just a dazzling fashion statement, but apparently there's more to it than that. According to what I've heard, the everlasting ring pop was actually gifted by Blue's good friend and mentor, Mothman, on their deathbed. The everlasting ring pop is actually imbued with Mothman's spirit and has lots of practical uses. For example, it smells delicious. It adds 1 AC to Blue's natural armor and gives her 4+ to her Nickelodeon trivia skills. The everlasting ring pop is Blue's most prized possession. I've heard it even stays on during sex. What do you think about that? I don't think I'm ever going to be able to look at Blue the same way again after that. Blue's reputation will never be the same again. She's about to gain 2+ smarts. Nice. Nice. Alright. Okay, so let's get some boldness. You're taking a moment to relax on the ground, enjoying the good weather and the warmth of the sunshine on your face. Wait, where did the sun go? What just completely swallowed the sunlight? Oh, it's just Moth's wings blotting out of the immediate sunlight as he flew by. Cool, cool, cool.
Hello!
Well, hello, Blue. You may remember me, your friend, Mothman, from the campfire log where I trade gossip amongst our fellow campers as though my life depended on it. Yeah, I guess that it really is the only place where you'd see Moss. Running into him in the daylight, it's just kind of weird, like seeing a teacher at a supermarket. Well, it's come to my attention that you've been spreading a rumor about me, Mothman, the gossip moth himself. Is that true? Yes. I see. Well, I have just one thing to say about you spreading lies and subterfuge about me. I love it. You see, my friend, I absolutely live for the drama of it all. Nothing pleases me more than a right juicy, spine-tingling line of gossip. I've always wanted to be the subject of a rumor, but starting a rumor about yourself is the lamest thing a moth person could ever do. So you have made my dreams come true, Blue, by doing it for me. I cannot thank you enough. Hey, the pleasure's all yours. It's great to be friends with a fellow gossip concierge, and came to you because I have a proposal. We could work on crafting the ultimate rumor with my established rumor mill and your compulsive lying skills. We could create the gossip to end all gossips. Now, like, literally, though, if gossip totally disappeared, I would be devastated. Do you agree? Of course you agree, because I'm not giving you any choice. The first major question is, what sort of gossip should this be? Gossip takes many forms, anything ranging from humble anecdote to the urban legend, such as the Mothman himself. The best place to start would be with, what sort of tone would you like our gossip to have, Blue? What genres should our gossip be borrowed from? Let's start. Since the dawn of time, our civilization has excelled at two things, laughing. Let's do a funny sex rumor. Yes, a classic. No gossip spreads faster than an age-old tale of who's boinking in what hilarious way. Now, if you look back through gossip's history, especially in the way has premeditated our pop culture, we can mathematically craft the supreme humor sexual antidote. It starts with a meet cute, maybe something in a coffee shop where we both order the same thing, and your hand grazes upon my giant wing as we both reach for the drink. Then it naturally evolves into the same predictable fun pattern. There's dinner dates, hiding our relationship from our friends because we don't know where this is going yet, and the inevitable betrayal. Oh yes, this will be the perfect opportunity to use my betrayal knife. I've been saving it for some gossip-related emergency for almost a decade. We'll also need to incorporate at least 3 squirrels and 1 kilo of Mexican black tar heroin. No humor, sexual rumor is truly complete without heroin squirrels. I'm so excited to embark on this journey with you, Blue. We'll discuss this further once I acquire the necessary materials. You get the squirrels, I'll call my heroin guy, and we'll meet back here soon. And he's gone. You're not sure what sort of rumor is going to involve sex, squirrels, and heroin, and betrayal knives, but this is shaping up to be your most fun weekend ever. You cash in some of your favors with squirrels, and they still owe you for the 2+ smarts and 1+ boldness, so you let them. Alright, back to time. Alright, time. Hello there, Blue. I just heard the most interesting gossip. Would you like to hear it? You could take it or leave it. You're really just here to relax by the fire. I'll accept your silence as a yes. You'll never believe what I just heard. Our fellow campmate, Avari Mashiri, seemingly innocent and endearing, actually moonslights as a monster slayer. She slaughters monsters throughout the night, just for fun. What do you think of that? You think no. Oh, you think you could do better? Why don't you tell me what gossip you've learned in the past 24 hours if you're so good at it? Please? Yeah, you figured this was all just a bid by Moss just to get you to tell him some gossip. Luckily, you're not going to disappoint. So, skateboarding. Stress. Type in something that a 12-year-old might want for their birthday. Make it plural. Okay. Dinosaurs. Holy smokes, I never would have believed it. This blows my mind. This blows my Avari Slayer revelation out of the water. I can't wait to tell everyone about the insane double life of the people at Camp Spooky appear to be living. Your friends circulate the gossip quickly, and within minutes someone approaches you. Hey, have you heard about the time Blue competed in a beauty pageant last year? The competition was insane. Blue wore her sexiest outfit, a strapless, backless, frontless dress. The judges were totally impressed. Blue advanced to the talent show next, where she showed off her skills by skateboarding down a dragon's back. backwards. The crowd went nuts. And then in the final round, the judge asked everyone in the contest the same question. If you became president, what would you give all your citizens to end income inequality? Some contestants promised money. Some others said they'd give away houses or vacations. But for some reason, Blue answered a lifetime supply of dinosaurs. The judges loved that answer, and Blue took last place in the pageant. If I were you, I'd bear that in mind if I were you, because all we know, beauty pageant is the truest judge of a person's character. Blue's reputation will never be the same. That rumor earns her 4+ boldness. Right now, your flasks. Alright, dumpster fire. Are you sure about drinking the dumpster fire? No one has ever tried. You actually do. It's so epic from the day on that everyone knows you as dumpster fire. You truly achieved your final form. Nice. You're whittling a little stick into a shank to fight off some rabid wildfire and pushy cookie-selling monster scouts when someone approaches you from behind. Hey Boo, how's the summer camp life treating you? Making cute friends, doing weird horny as ever, huh? Yep, Polly's got you pegged, in like a weird metaphorical sense, not the fun one.
Classic.
Nice, good old dumpster fire antics. Anyways, I'm here to deliver you a message. That Mothman guy you're making a rumor with sent me down to tell you that he can't make it to your gossip brainstorming sesh today. Moss is like super sick, like so sick I was the only one that could be around him in the tent earlier, because I'm already dead.
Oh.
He got exposed to some kind of super poison ivy that's totally fatal if you even look at it. Holy yeah, holy every day is an adventure here at Camp Spooky. But he wanted me to give you this copy of his will since he's, gonna die before you see him again. No! Polly hands you a piece of paper. It reads, "My dear friend Dumpster Fire, my last wish is that you will look upon the beautiful insectoid my face one last time." But how the could you if Moss isn't here unless...
Mothman.
Surprise! Did I fool you, Dumpster Fire? I brainstormed that gossip all afternoon. The Polygeist costume is a new concept I'm trying out. I disguise myself as our fellow campers in order to spread my own rumors more effectively. There is no need to rely on the grapevine to spread news if I am the grapevine. Wow, Moss is really blurring the line between gossiping and identity theft, but you do illegal shit to constantly try and get laid, so you're in no place to judge. And that's not the only reason I pulled this elaborate scheme. It was to also give you an example of another important aspect of gossip we are brainstorming together. The twist. No gossip is truly complete without a twist. It is the climax of the story that subverts all your expectations and makes the anecdote worth repeating. We will work out the details of our twist later, but for now let's decide, should our gossip twist in a happy direction to lighten one's mood, or should it go in a dark place? Both types of twists have their merits, but it's so difficult to choose. I'm leaving this up to you, Dumpster Fire, my trusted confidant. What should it be? It's not your place to choose. You're just humble gossipers feeding monster kind, and people feed on the misery of others. Enough it is. At least gossipers, you can treat something a bit more positive. Yes, perhaps you're right, but I'm not sure if I like it yet. I'd like to test your theory before we go around spreading doom and gloom. A good twist should be able to make any kind of menial situation suddenly interesting. Like, for example, fellow camper Chewy the Chupacabra is sitting over there eating that banana. But the twist, you explain, will be when Chewy realizes that it isn't a banana at all, but a big handful of spiders. Oh my god, you're right. I did not see that coming. Neither did Chewy. If those screams are anything to go on, they're the type of screams that one can only provide after having accidentally eaten a handful of spiders. Well, what could come from a story about, say, Damien LeVay making a flower crown at Monster Scout HQ? Like, he does that every day when he thinks no one is watching? Well, Damien's crown could spontaneously burst into flames. That's scientifically possible. Maybe. That's not very spicy. It's hardly a rumor when Damien is around. Things seem to catch on fire. But then, once all the flowers burn away, Damien realizes the flowers were full of non-flammable spiders. The spiders were fireproof. I've been twisted again. Fine, but what about this? Scott Howell eating breakfast this morning. I've got you now, Dumpster Fire. How could that suddenly become entertainingly miserable?
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, nothing could make my breakfast miserable. Like Coach always says, breakfast is the quarterback of eating. True, unless it just so happens that when Scott reached for his favorite box of Scott snacks, breakfast edition, it turned out to be full of, let me guess, spiders. You can't just be a one-trick pony, Dumpster Fire. Actually, you're going to say full of pictures of Scott's parents whose he's never known, thus reminding him of his trauma at 7 o'clock in the morning. Wow, I must admit that would be fairly miserable. It surely would be, bros. It's a good thing I had a whole narrative arc that resolved my abandonment issues and helped me come to terms with my parents not being a part of my life. I didn't even think about it anymore, except for when I have dreams that I'm at a sports ball championship with no pants on and my dad is making out with the coach. But my cousin says that's normal. That's interesting, Scott. Yes, this tragic twist has suddenly made this conversation very interesting.
Worship the gossip.
Okay, Dumpster Fire, you win. Our rumor shall have the most tragic twist in gossip history. Yes, it will. But good thing this outcome won't. You gain 2 plus fun and 1 plus smart. The biggest twist of all.
Campfire time!
Alright. Campfire time.
Little spot there at campfire.
Hello, Dumpster Fire, and welcome to my log. There are many like it, but this one is mine. However, in order to gain access to my log, there are a few rules you must follow. We pay the utmost respect to the campfire, Our Lady and Savior, her brightness. Please throw something into the fire to show your respect. You toss the jury duty summons you had in your pocket all day. Dumpster Fire 1, just system 0. Wonderful. 2, we do not eat peanuts on my log. Never ever. Why are peanuts disrespectful to her brightness, the campfire, or something? No, I'm just allergic.
Live by the gossip.
3, you must share with the other inhabitants of the log, that's me, the latest gossip you have heard. It's the most important rule of all. Of course it is. That's fine. You're not one to disrespect moss log customs. Time for some gossip. Hats Anonymous. Record breaking. Gotcha. Thank you very much, Dumpster Fire. Your respect for my log's cultural norms have granted you sitting access anytime you want. I will return in a moment to stamp your passport. I just need to tell you every living soul the gossip you just told me first. Your fellow campers are all hungry for the hot goss and moss the goss. And soon you hear your rumors spreading all over the place. Hey, have you heard about Dumpster Fire? No? Well, listen to this. Because you may not know her as well as you thought. Apparently last year, Dumpster Fire was boarding a flight on official Dogs in Hats Anonymous business when she stopped by TSA.
I won't believe it.
Then the TSA agent opened Dumpster Fire's suitcase and then realized that she was trying to smuggle a baggie of nose candy and an Tamagotchi on the flight. Oddly enough, Dumpster Fire tried to convince the TSA agent to let her go by showing off her record-breaking moonwalking skills. Fortunately, it was enough to convince the TSA agent to allow her to board the flight with her sweet, sweet Tamagotchi.
Mind blowing.
It's pretty mind-blowing, huh? I'd keep this info in mind next time you see Dumpster Fire out and about. Nice, nice, nice. Your gossiping skills causes Dumpster Fire to gain 4 plus smarts. Nice. Alright. Hey Dumpster Fire, welcome to the log or whatever.
Such annoyance.
Sorry, I'm just a little irritated. Boris the blabbering blob monster was sitting here earlier. He promised to give me some awesome gossip, but all he had was Coach's first name.
I need to sip up the gossip.
As if that's information anyone is desperate to hear. I need some real gossip. Please tell me you got some. Well, if it's gossip Mothman wants, it's gossip he'll get. Time to lie your ass off to get the best reaction possible. An intellectual who watches Rick and Morty. And Big Chungus. Type an adjective you'd use to describe a hamburger. Juicy. Ho 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 ho. Now that's some great gossip, dumpster fire. My spirits have been lifted. Hope you don't mind if I go tell absolutely everyone what you said. Was that a rumor? It sounded like word vomit. Luckily, your dumb friends will turn that senseless jabber into gossip in no time. Hey, listen, I just heard something wild about dumpster fire. While dumpster fire may seem normal, or whatever passes for normal around here, she absolutely worships a very strange religion. She's actually a priest in the Church of Big Chungus. Members believe that Big Chungus is a major deity, and its worshippers will be granted eternal ecstasy. According to the Church of Big Chungus scripture, Big Chungus earned deity status in 300 BC by saving townspeople of what is now Los Angeles from an intellectual who watches Rick and Morty. I heard that dumpster fire's priest name in the church is her juiciness, dumpster fire, and their rituals are a little bizarre. They speak with their third eyes when they give sermons, and all their hymns are played at autonomous. New members have waxed their nostrils to join. I'm not here to shame anyone for their religious beliefs, but I figured you ought to know the truth about her juiciness, dumpster fire. A person's core values are very telling of their character. The rumor has now been a part of a collective consciousness. As a result, dumpster fire gains 2 plus smarts. Greetings, dumpster fire. Now that it is evening, I am finally awake and we can discuss the final details of our legendary goss. I have been preparing for our gossip distribution, and everyone on the gossip forums I follow is... Oh, I hit it too soon. User XOXO Mothman tells us, what is the thrilling conclusion to your fantastic story with dumpster fire? We must know. I just got that message this morning. We cannot disappoint them, which brings us to the most important part of our gossip brainstorm of all. The part where you and Moss kiss? No, not quite yet. First, we must decide what is the purpose of our gossip. Right, the purpose, which is to kiss Moss. Ugh, no, God, dumpster fire. I know this is a dating sim, but we're trying to do something that isn't intrinsically horny for a change. Now, gossip's function tends to fall in between 2 main camps, conveying a universal message or revealing why something is the way that it is. Really? What about the gossip about Emily Forrest Nib's identity getting stolen when she was buying exotic sex toys from Thailand? Yes, the lesson is quite universal. Do not buy exotic sex toys from Thailand, lest your identity gets stolen. Good point. But what about the gossip regarding Tiny, the giant moose monster, and his intense hatred for ketchup? Tiny is Canadian, and the gossip explains why all the Canadians seem so explicitly hate ketchup as a result of the tragic tomato wars that ravaged Canada for centuries. Okay, but what about... Look, dumpster fire, can you just trust me on this? There are only 2 types of gossip functions, and it's binary, not spectrum. So, with that in mind, which function do you think our salacious gossip should take the form of? If good gossip has taught me anything, it's that good gossip should always teach you something. You know, dumpster fire, you're right. Good gossip should always have a moral. It's not the facts that are always the most important, but the feeling that you're trying to convey. Well, that's a relief, because many of the rumors that you and your friends tend to spread around the campfire are 50% unintelligible and 100%. Yes, in fact, it calls to mind a very specific rumor, a classic one, in fact. Perhaps you know it. It was called the one where Joy Johnson Jahima and her ex spread nasty rumors. It was last summer at Camp Spooky. Joy was here, along with her significant other at the time. Who's to say which one? Honestly, I stopped keeping track. The point was, they broke up messily, and something about a t-shirt that never got returned, and Joy and the ex started spreading nasty rumors about each other. Resentment built up between them, and lies and hearsay spread around them. It was all anyone could do to stay out of the argument. I, of course, did as much as I could to stay in the situation so that I could hear all the delicious details firsthand, dedicated reporter that I am. Anyways, it got to where Joy and the ex could no longer take it. So do you know what they did? Dispel those untrue rumors and end things properly, like mature adults? Well, that was Joy's suggestion, but the ex proposed that they have wild makeup sex instead, so they did that too. Now, Dumpster Fire, tell me, what can be learned from this enigmatic educational rumor? That spreading untrue rumors is inherently toxic and can lead to a whole host of terrible consequences. No, try again, nerd. That you and Mosh totally have totally wild post-rumor spreading sex, which is the hottest type of rumor spreading of all. Oh my. I was going to say good rumors always teach a lesson. Perhaps this is a question of multiple correct answers. Yeah, it was. You take mental notes. You needle Joy about all this later, and you gain 2+ charm and 1+ smarts. Alright. We are going to ask none of them.
This will be fun.
Yes.
Let's go.
Ask none of them because you became entranced by a certain bright light in the shape of a handsome moth. Welcome, Dumpster Fire. So pleased to meet you again. I've been so happy lately sharing such insightful discussion about gossip with you. I think we're both masters of gossip, capable of weaving the juiciest gossip ever. What? Me? The meteor shower? This is strange. I'd never imagined myself as someone destined to be in the limelight. I've always been more the type to keep in the sidelines, gossiping about my popular peers, you know. But I think I could grow to like this. I would very much like to go to the meteor shower with you.
You're like mesmerizing.
Yeah! You go to the meteor shower, and oh my, that was a night to remember. A night that is retold many a time. You gaze at the stars and discuss life and love and your fears and dreams. And then you have wild oral sex. Like, really wild. There's also a lot of... Okay. To put a cherry on top, you go skinny dipping at the lake right after. But alas, you drown. Literally, you drown as in you die. Or so it's said around the campfire for generations to come. Well, those campfires scare younger campers with this tale and end this story with a very important lesson. You should never go swimming right after eating. The dangers are very real. Yeah. Nice, nice. Cool. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night we saw summer coming to an end. We all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know life had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned tragedies sung for centuries, while wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss, every laugh is now a constellation we will always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Aww. So, even today I can still close my eyes and I'm there, on that last summer night, feeling like I was just starting to live life. All my friends around that campfire. So young, unafraid, and so ready to start. That was cute. Oh, that was so cute. Oh. That's so cute. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And this is Kitty Ross signing off. Boop.